Well, we apologize for the lack of signal. We see New Berlin down to this deep into Saki territory here, back at the 4-yard line.
New Berlin called a timeout, came out of the timeout, and got a false start immediately after. So.
Yep, so it's second and goal now back at the 10. Meisman are looking for running room. But this is Hermes is in at quarterback. He breaks a tackle and is taken down near the 6-yard line, so he gains 4. And it'll be 3rd and goal. So 3rd down and goal to go here.
Do you think Meisman got hurt again?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they just had Hermes in on that play. I don't see Meisman on the sideline.
He may have just come back out there. I'm not sure. I'll look for him here.
Could just be the goal line situation.
Meisman is in the backfield there, I believe. No, I was wrong.
That's Hermes.
That's Hermes.
Hermes is playing quarterback, and now New Berlin will have to call a timeout as the play clock had almost expired. 6:20 to play in the second. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5 when we come back.
Dedication, integrity. The same way a great athlete demands these things for themselves, so is the Little Jess team for over 50 years. We strive daily to meet our community's automotive needs, whether it's buying a new or pre-owned purchase, finding the right part to get the job done, or getting you back on the road when something goes wrong. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
.620 to play in the half. Nothing the score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. New Berlin will have a 3rd down and a goal to go from the 5. So 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Glad you found us again. If you're back on, internet service on the cell phone side is terrible tonight, and there's no Wi-Fi in the press box for God knows why. Tripp's right. Hermes is the quarterback. He's back to pass. He's going to be sacked. They got to get him to the ground. They'll blow the play dead here. Where's he going to get forward progress to? Back near the 14-yard line. So that's a loss on the play of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th and goal from the 14.
Meisman had the big 58-yard run to get them into this situation, 1st and goal, and
we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
I think that's him standing there on the sideline next to the coach. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 14 for the Pretzels. And a penalty flag here.
That time it was Meisman, wasn't it? Yeah.
I just don't understand what they're doing, John. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 4th and goal from the 19 now.
I'm not sure. Meisman's back out there, so he had taken the snap. It was just too late.
I don't understand why you would replace your quarterback in that situation. Especially a kid who's dynamic.
He'd run 58 yards. Maybe he was tired.
Yeah, but for 3 plays? So now he's in 4th and goal from the 19. Meisman is in the pistol. He's back to pass. Got to get it in the end zone. Throws it up for grabs. It is incomplete. A lot of pushing and shoving down there. Incomplete pass as the Saki defender was right where he needed to be, and Mason Farrago. And it's another turnover on downs deep in Saki territory for the Pretzels.
Yeah, a lot of pushing and shoving on both sides that time.
5:22 to play in the first half. The Sakis will get it out at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll get the ball to start the second half as well, so a good long sustained drive here and a score, and a ball to start the second half would be ideal, wouldn't it? They got to take good care of it, though. They turned it over on the last drive that looked to be promising for points. 2 receivers to either side as McAllister's in the shotgun. He takes the snap, going to hand it off deep in the backfield. Running back appears to be Anderson, I think. They call it Elliott on the PA. I just can't get him to turn this way. It's a gain of 6 on the
Yeah,
play.
Elliott just
That
came
was,
on.
Yeah, that
so
was
that,
Nate Anderson. A
yeah.
gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4. Or 2nd and, 4. Gain of 6.
Yeah.
The ball is at the 31-yard line. It's hard to see these numbers anyway, and then some of the lights are out tonight, so it's dark where we're at. I formation now for the Sockies. They'll look to pound it here with Elliott. He's looking for running room, fighting hard for yardage. He's got the first down out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Sockies.
Elliott with 32 yards on 5 carries now.
4:27 and counting in the first half of this contest. Under center is McAllister. The Sockies have kept it on the ground here a couple of plays in a row. They'll hand it off to the first back through. That appears to be Anderson. Anderson takes it out to the 47-yard line. Another big gain of 18 yards and another Socky first down.
Anderson with 23 yards on 3 carries now.
At their own 47, 4:11 and counting in this first half.
Just keep it moving.
I formation again, single receiver out to either side. McAllister takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. This is Elliott. He's fighting for something. There's not much there, though. He's going to gain a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9 from the 48.
He fought hard to get that yard and kept dragging people along.
2nd down and 9 yards to go. 3:39 and counting in this second quarter. Glad you've joined us tonight on Central Illinois Sports. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side. McAllister back in the shotgun now on a 2nd and 9. Puts Stout in motion right to left. Back to pass. He's going to be sacked. That play has had no chance to even develop. They were in the backfield in a hurry. Back to the 39-yard line is where he loses to. That's a loss of 9 yards on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18 from the 39-yard line with just under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. And they're getting all kinds of pressure from the ends.
Wasn't really one guy either. They were meeting at the quarterback that time, weren't they?
And Matt Crow was really the first one. They're overloading this left side, and the Sockies have just not picked it up. Now they try to draw New Berlin off sides.
Thought the far end may have come across, but maybe not.
5 seconds on the play clock. McAllister is back to pass, trying to set up another screen pass, trying to wait for it to develop. He throws it away, and you can't do that. It's intentional grounding. So that's going to be intentional grounding. So that'll be a loss of down as well and a penalty here. So it'll be a punting situation for the Sockies.
So
and a drive that, again, had some positive momentum. Ends up stalling out once again.
It's 5 yards from the spot. Is that right?
Back to the 19-yard line is where they set it.
Yeah, that's what they walked it off as. That's what I'm asking.
It is 4th and
a whole lot.
It's like 4th and 50 almost. Sort of impressive. They'll come after the kick here. Petty will get a kick. It's headed toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds near the 40, and Berlin's going to get it in Socky territory right at the 40-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. So now they have an opportunity with 2:22 to play in the half to get on the board on their side of things.
Their best field position to start a drive on the night.
They've gotten deep in Socky territory twice and have failed to score. And the last time, it was a little bit self-inflicted.
They got there with one quarterback, and then they got there with one quarterback, and then ran a different one for 3 plays.
Yeah, just I don't know what's going on there. It was different.
I think Hermes is the quarterback again too, by the way.
Sockies now want a timeout. With 2:22 to play in the half, no score on the Trash Queen scoreboard as you watch high school football on Central Illinois Sports.
Hi, I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs. And we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
2:22 to play in the half. New Berlin 1st and 10 at the Saki 40-yard line here.
Hermas the quarterback right now.
Trips right, single receiver to the left is Meisman, who was playing quarterback. Is it not him out here?
It is. No, it's not.
It's Howell. Hermas is rolling out to his right. He's flushed out of the pocket, trying to throw on the run. He's got his man in Matt Crow. Crow steps out of bounds near the 34-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd and 4 from the 34. Sakis are getting some pressure. They have allowed that man to get outside, and then the defensive back kind of comes up, and they left the man open there. Everybody plays their role, and does their job.
It all works out, but...
Yeah. 2 receivers to either side. Hermas is in the shotgun once again. 2:15 to play in the second. Back to pass. Now he again has pressure right up the gut. He's running for his life out to his left, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds near the 38-yard line. It's a loss of 4 and brings up a 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 from the 38. As Hermas was just looking for running room, and there's nothing there. Had some guys deep downfield, but he just could never get enough time to get any kind of footing under him to throw the ball down there. I'll be honest, this is one of the darndest things I've seen, John. Not that they'd scored, but they'd moved the ball.
I mean,
I'm sure Hermas is a talent. I mean, he's a junior. We saw him play last year. But
he's an athlete. I mean, we've seen him.
Trips right. He gets a bad snap. Now he's got some pressure. Avoids the rush, though. 2 men right on him. Now he's going to be drugged down from behind and sacked at the 42. Saki swung and a miss the first time, but came back and got him on the second try. Back at the 42, a loss of 4. And there'll be 4th and about 12 from the 42-yard line. And the Sakis call the timeout. 1:54 to play in the half. No score. 4th and 12 for New Berlin when we come back.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you, and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
.154 to play in the half. No score here. New Berlin has it 4th and 12 from the Saki 42-yard line. Saki's called the timeout here to get the defense set up the way they wanted. Hermas will be... No, they're going to...
Really deep. They're
going
to punt, it looks like.
I can't imagine they're really going to punt it.
They're going to punt it.
They really punted it right out of bounds.
They're only going to gain about 17 yards.
Lucas Bixby, the 6'4 sophomore, and it's going to be out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. So the Sakis have a 1st and 10 at their own 15 with 1:49 to play.
It's the 25, actually, Charlie. That's what I'm saying. They only gained 15 yards.
The 25-yard line.
Yeah.
17 yards was the gain, by the way.
That's actually what I said the first time.
I don't believe so. 2 receivers to the trips now right as Farrago comes there. Farrago with a single catch, I believe, on the night.
He's got 2 catches, but one of them was for negative.
McAllister's in the shotgun. See if they can't get him some time here. He's back to pass, looking for Farrago right on cue at the 25. He makes a man miss, trying to get away from him. And is taken down near the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, brings up a 2nd and 7.
Ran a long way for those 3 yards, didn't he?
1:30 and counting in the half. Sockies are out of timeouts.
New Berlin does have one. If they would choose, they needed to take it.
Maybe they'll get a Jeff Shireman. Hey, Coach, call timeout. Kind of need one here.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm out. Appreciate it. Two receivers to either side. 1:11 to play in the half. McAllister is, it looked like a
bad
broken play.
handoff there, yeah.
He'll be taken down near the 25-yard line. Loss of 2, and this brings up a 3rd down and 10 from the 25. If you're New Berlin, you might call a timeout here.
It's one of those. Here, Lane, you take the ball because...
Yeah, it was a bad play from the word go, or hike, whichever way you want to put it.
I'm not sure if the Sockies are a go team or a hike team, Charlie.
3rd and 10. McAllister back to pass. Steps up, throws in the middle of the field. That ball should have been intercepted. That was a bad decision. Hermes nearly intercepted it. Incomplete pass will stop the clock, so New Berlin doesn't have to call a timeout. It's 4th and 10.
32.4 to go.
And the Sockies will have to punt it away here. J.J. Petty will punt from about his own 14-yard line. New Berlin's coming after it here. Sockies bring the gunners in. Single man back to receive it is Howell. It's a high snap. Petty will get his foot into it. It is partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds near the 39-yard line. That's where New Berlin will have it 1st and 10 at the Socky 39. 27.6 seconds to play in the half.
So both teams have punted the ball in the last minute and a half of game, and both have only netted about 15 yards.
Less than ideal, as they say. Let's see who's going to be playing quarterback here for New Berlin. It's like Hermes is coming in.
I'm kind of hoping it's a new one. Like, just for variety. It's the spice of life, right?
Do we see Meisman on the sideline? I mean, I'm just trying to see if we're missing an injury.
I haven't been able to find him over there, but he might be straight across.
And 21 seconds left. What are we going to see happen here, you think? Trips right. Single receiver to the left. Hermes is the quarterback again. 15 seconds on the play clock. He calls for the snap. Trying to set up a screen. Now he's got all kinds of pressure, throws it downfield, and it's into the stands. Into the stands out there, and that'll be an incomplete pass. None of the fans caught it, didn't look like.
So 13 and a half seconds to go. It was at least toward his team, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to throw it to his mom. Here, Mom, catch.
.5 seconds to play in the half. No score here. 3rd and 10 for New Berlin from the Socky 39. And barring a big play, we very may well go into halftime with no score. Two receivers to either side. Hermes going to hand the ball off to Williams. Williams is going to be tripped up, taken down inside the 35 to around the 34. He gained 5 on the play. It'll be a 4th and 5, and I think New Berlin will be content to let the time run out the clock, and they will. And we've reached the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show where it's the Pittsfield Sockies and the New Berlin Pretzels scoreless. Halftime stats and more your way after this.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. Visit Carnes Communications, a U.S. Cellular authorized agent, located at 224 East Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Press Yours On You designs promotional items and create just about anything to showcase your company. Communities celebrate their school spirit and turn to us too for screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and more. Press Yours On You, Highway 24, Camp Point.
Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop features all of your favorite specialty espresso drinks. Enjoy over 50 fabulous flavors of Lotus and try the new Soda Mixology with exciting flavor combinations added to your favorite Pepsi product. Come see us at the Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop today. The Rustic Market is a small town treasure. Come discover unique gifts, home decor, and a variety of specialty foods. Find fun clothes from size small to 3X and a personal stylist to outfit you from head to toe. And new merchandise weekly. Explore the Rustic Market today.
Welcome back on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. Normally at this time on the halftime, we go over the scoring plays that happened in the first half, but with a 0-0 score at the halftime break, not much to talk about, so I would sing you a song or do a little dance, but none of that going to be happening here either. It's been a game of opportunities for New Berlin that they have not taken advantage of. They've had the ball deep in the Saki territory a couple of times, have been unable to score, and the Saki offense, although it looks like at times they've got something going, they end up shooting themselves in the foot, and drives have really stalled out for them as well, as they have just not played very sharp here so far tonight. But both coaches in at halftime making some adjustments and hoping for better things in the second half of play. It was a close game when these two teams played in the spring, but it was 39-36. They're going to have to hurry to get those kind of points on the board if we're going to see that high of a score here in this contest. John will have a look at your halftime stats on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show after this.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carls, Nathan Jansen, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, you can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's the new beginning. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investments, member SIPC.
It's the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. It's 0 for the Pittsfield Sockies and 0 for the New Berlin Pretzels, as the teams are scoreless here at the halftime break. And before we take a look at our halftime stats, we want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Trash Queen. I haven't got to hear from them much tonight because, well, there's no score on that scoreboard. But Trash Queen is serving Pike, Adams, Scott, and Morgan counties with residential, commercial, and roll-off services. They offer 10-yard, 15-yard, 20-yard roll-off containers. 217-320-4320 for Trash Queen.
First for the New Berlin, Franklin, Waverly Pretzels. They finished the first half with 5 first downs. Sockies also finished with 5 first downs in the first half. Leading rusher was the Well, the quarterback for a quarter and a little more in Joey Meisman, 74 yards on 6 carries, including a big 58-yard run to get them first and goal from the 6. 13 yards on 4 carries for Troy Williams. Negative 4 yards on 3 carries for Mason Oshwald. 2 yards on 2 carries for Kevin Howell. And Ben Hermes carried the ball 4 times for negative 3 yards to total out to 82 rushing yards. Meisman, as quarterback, was 2 of 7 passing for 28.5% for 63 yards and an interception. Hermes is 1 for 3 passing 33% for 6 yards. Passes were completed to Flynn Tyree, 45 yards on 1 catch, and then Matt Crow with a couple of catches for 24 yards. So 82 rushing yards, and then 69 passing yards for 151 total yards of offense in the first half. New Berlin was called for 20 yards and penalties on 4 called penalties in that first half of play. For the Pittsfield Sockies, they finished the first half with 5 first downs. Leading rusher Lane Yelliott, 31 yards on 7 carries, 23 yards on 3 carries for Nate Anderson, negative 3 yards on 2 carries for Weston McAllister, the quarterback, negative 4 yards on 1 carry for Bobby Stout in the first half to total out to 47 rushing yards. McAllister is 5 of 8 passing, 62.5% for 41 yards. Passes completed to Mason Farrago, 3 catches for 7 yards on 1 reception for Bobby Stout, and 27 yards on 1 catch for Lane Yelliott. 47 rush yards, 41 passing yards, 88 total yards of offense in the first half. Sockies have been called for 3 penalties for 25 yards in the first half of play against them.
0-0 to the halftime break. The fans enjoying the sights and sounds of the Saukey Marching Band, and sounding great tonight under the direction of Justin Bangert. Our halftime score, Pittsfield and New Berlin are scoreless. We'll take a look at some scores from around the area next on Central Illinois Sports.
A good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 6196, or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
We welcome you back on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. No score here at the halftime break between the Pittsfield Sockies and the New Berlin Waverly Franklin Pretzels. Sockies will get the ball to start the second half of play. And John have had a couple of drives that looked promising. They had one that they fumbled deep in New Berlin territory around the 15-yard line. They
on a bad pitch, yeah. It just didn't look like they were very comfortable running that play at that point, especially with as much pressure as New Berlin's been getting on McAllister. And I understand it's a way to get the ball out in space to Elliott, but just didn't look like he was very comfortable doing it at that point.
Well, and really the success on the offensive side has come on the ground for Pittsfield.
Yeah, I mean, Lane Elliott with 31 yards, Anderson with 23. That's 10 carries for the two of them. Yeah, I mean, they have had one big 27-yard pass play, but that was also to Lane Elliott.
On a screen.
On a screen.
Yeah, there's got a lot of pressure on the outside, especially on McAllister, and he's just not had a lot of time to set his feet and make the throws that he's used to being able to make. So would have to make an adjustment to keep some of that pressure coming from the edges.
He's still 5 of 8 passing. He's not making bad decisions except for maybe that last throw he made that ended up incomplete up the middle, as he kind of forced it there, and it probably should have been picked, but he still does a pretty good job of making good decisions for the most part. Yeah, he just needs a little more time.
On the New Berlin side of things, they're moving the ball fairly well with Joey Meisman, the quarterback, but he didn't play the last couple series, and we're not sure if it was because of an injury or just a decision to go with Hermes, but if he's not hurt, I mean...
If he's not hurt, I'd at least put him at running back because he's their leading rusher. He has 74 rushing yards, and the next closest is Troy Williams, and he has 13.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's been a dynamic player for sure. I hope it's not an injury because that's what happened the last time he was here as he got hurt in the first half, and it really changed the course of the game for New Berlin. And again, the Sockies ended up winning by a field goal late in that contest. We can tell you some scores from around the area. SHG, Sacred Heart Griffin leads Jacksonville 27-10. Beardstown was losing at halftime to Minden Unity 6-0. A battle of undefeated teams, Farmington and Rushville. It's Farmington 45, Rushville nothing at the half. So the Farmers showing they may be really the real deal this year. We can tell you that Williamsville leads North Mac 38-14 with 5:15 to play in the second quarter. Carrollton's up 21-0 on Greenfield Northwestern at the half in a big matchup in the WIVC South. Trying to see if we can't find anything else. I know Q&D was losing to Muhammad Seymour 14-0 in the first half of their contest as well. So some scores that are a little surprising and some not as surprising throughout the area. At this time of the year, it's a little hard to be surprised by much, John. You kind of know what you have going into the night. And it really depends on what kind of an opponent you're going to go up against. And
usually if you get a big surprise, it's because you had an injury to a quarterback or something like that, it seems like.
Yeah. These two teams, though, I think both of them thought this could be a very competitive game. I don't think either one of them thought you'd go into the half scoreless.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them came in thinking our defense is going to completely shut them out.
I mean, the Sockies have given up 118 points in the last 2 weeks. New Berlin only gave up 6 the week before, but they've given up some big point totals as well throughout this season. So the defense has not been what the teams have hung their hat on to this point. And you'll see some adjustments in the second half. I'm going to guess this game will end up being in the 20s for both squads. Just depends on who may have the ball last to see who comes away with the victory. Our final break of the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show, second half play-by-play after this.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, Member SIPC. PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers! The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Just about set for the start of the second half. Glad you're with us on Central Illinois Sports for tonight's contest between the Sockies and the New Berlin Pretzels. And it's a 0-0 here at Glenn C. Smith Field.
So, Charlie?
John?
We've had some onside kicks coming out of halftime. Will we see an onside kick here?
No, not a chance. Not a chance of that happening.
It's not worth tacos tonight. I don't believe in it that much.
Well, I don't think that the Sockies have proven enough in this game to be able to move the ball.
They had one drive that looked pretty good until they fumbled it away on the flip there, but yeah. A lot of that was Lane Elliott getting big yards a few plays in a row and then getting a big 27-yard pass play.
Let's see. Bixby's got it teed up. Lucas Bixby. He's a 6'4", 185-pound sophomore is Bixby. And he's got his hand in the air like he just don't care. And they try for the onside attempt. And
I should have bet for tacos.
Sockies will recover this one at the 38-yard line.
And you said not a chance.
I just don't feel like it's a wise move.
I don't disagree. I just wasn't convinced it wasn't going to happen, but I wasn't convinced enough it was going to happen to try for supper.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, give the other team a shorter field. I don't know. 38-yard line is where the Sockies start this one, 1st and 10. McAllister's in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. He's going to pitch it outside to Yelly. Yelly makes a tremendous catch on the pitch. He's got a big gain, 50-yard line, 45, 40. Still on his feet, breaking away, 35, 25, 20, 15. Knocks a man over, and he's going to go. Goes for the score. Lane Elliott rumbling, stumbling, and running over men like they were cones that time. And takes the ball all the way to the house for the first score of the night. 11:43 to play in this third quarter. So Elliott takes the ball 62 yards for the score, and he earned every single one of them. And that's why you don't onside kick. 6-0 Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. J.J. Petty will be on for the extra point attempt. Mason Farrago's the long snapper. Jeremiah Jackson the holder for the senior kicker, J.J. Petty. Petty is ready for the snap. It's a high one. They get it down. The kick is up. It splits the uprights. No, they're going to say he pushed it to the right. 6-0. It's the Sockies on top of New Berlin. 11:43 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
Know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed, they treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Well, the Sockies get the score on their first play of the second half. Laney Elliott takes it 62 yards for the touchdown. And the point after was no good. So it stays at that 6-0 score.
And then after this kickoff, we'll get to play the fun and exciting game of who's the quarterback.
Yep. Wasaki's onside kick. John didn't think so.
I don't
they
think
won't.
so.
They'll kick it deep. And the man will retreat back near his own 3-yard line. Trying to see who the man at the ball is there. That's Howell. Howell breaks a couple tackles. He's stood up now.
About the 20.
And taken down out at the 21. And that's where New Berlin will start 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line with 11:35 to play in the third.
It's New Berlin's second worst field position of the night. The Sockies had started with their best field position after the onside kick attempt.
And it's Hermes coming in to play quarterback.
Yeah.
$11:35 to play in the third.
And I would have thought Meisman was hurt other than he came back for one play, Charlie. I don't know.
I don't know. Hermes is in the pistol. 2 receivers to either side. He is going to have a designed quarterback run to the right, and he's tripped up and taken down after a gain of a yard. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 22. He doesn't have quite that burst of speed that Meisman was showing. In this contest, but we haven't seen him in a while. As I scan the sideline.
I don't really even see him.
Don't know, Margo. Receiver to either side now. The quarterback is in the back to the running back to his right, one directly behind him here on a 2nd and 9. Hermes will hand the ball off to the second back. The Sockies have it snipped out nicely this time. Ball carrier was Howell. He's taken down at the 19. A loss of 3 on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and 12. The 3rd and 12 from the 19-yard line. 10:27 and counting in the third. It's a 6-0 Pittsfield advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. So a passing situation you would think here, if you're the Sockies, don't want to get a taste of your own medicine with a screen set up here. Now Pittsfield a little late getting out to cover. The man on the slot is the dangerous man in Flynn Tierney. Now the quarterback going to go for a run. He's going to be drugged down before the first down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 7, but needed 12, and this is 4th and 5.
And it should be punt time for New Berlin.
Well, I would think so.
The ball on their own 27.
Still a lot of time left in this game, and only down 6-0. I can't imagine them going for it here. And the punter will be Lucas Bixby. Farrago will go back to receive the punt. Bixby puts his foot into this one. He's going to kick it. Farrago's going to let it bounce. Now he falls down, and he's just on the ground with it. And he says, I'll just take it right here at the 38-yard line. And that's where the Sockies will start 1st and 10 at their own 38 with 9 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Realmet and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches. They've got lots of things to choose from. Check them out at Realmet and Twine, 285-5013.
Sockies start with the ball on the 38 once again.
With 9:17 to play in the third. Here's a pass that's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Getting a paw on that one was Matt Crow, the 6'4", 200-pound defensive end. Knocked it out of the air, incomplete pass. will bring up a 2nd and 10.
And then Crow was frustrated because he thought maybe he could have held on to it. Didn't even realize what he had.
Clock stops with 9:14 to play in the 3rd. 2 receivers left, a single man to the right-hand side. The Sakis put Farrago in motion. They're trying the end-around play. He cuts it back up the middle of the field, and look at that little fella go. He is gone for the score. 5-yard line and the goal line for Mason Farrago. He takes that ball 67 yards for the score. Call it 62 yards, John, 62 yards on the run. And another Saki touchdown at the 9:02 mark of this 3rd quarter. Farrago with a burst of speed. Not a very big fella is Farrago. You know who else isn't very big? Tyler O'Neill's, but he's hit 2 home runs tonight. Well, solo home runs.
I'm kind of hoping he's got about 20 home runs in October.
So now the Sakis will go for 2 to try to make it a 14-0 game as they missed the extra point earlier. 9:02 to play in the 3rd. Really one of the first times we've seen them go for 2 this season, and now they're going to burn a timeout on the conversion. And we'll pause as well. 9:02 to play in the 3rd. 12-0 Sakis on top. Back with you after this.
You're ready to make your dream kitchen a reality. Find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see your kitchen from every angle. Each detail, from the flooring to the countertops to the cabinets, are designed for your lifestyle. The team will explain the strengths of each product so your finished kitchen will last for generations. Whatever your needs, an island for entertaining, no maintenance quartz countertops, storage for all your seasonal items. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
9:02 to play in the 3rd. 12-0 Pittsfield on top on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
The Sakis started with the ball on the 38-yard line each of the last 2 times to start the half, and they've scored on 62-yard runs now from Elliott and Farrago. Nearly identical.
So now the Sakis call the timeout. They'll go for 2 here. McAllister's in the shotgun. He is going to hand it off to Farrago, who throws it to the back of the end zone. A little trickery. Farrago completes it to Ethan Palmer, and that's a 2-point conversion. So I think Farrago actually could have run it in, but he passed it in instead, and makes it a 14-0 lead for the Sakis. A little trickery out of the old playbook that time. 14-0, Pittsfield on top of New Berlin. 9:02 to play in the 3rd on Central Illinois Sports.
A locally owned and operated feed mill in Pittsfield. We know and understand the passion you have for your livestock. That's why for the past 30 years, we've served our customers with quality products such as premixes, supplements, and complete feeds for multiple livestock species. Pike Feed's in-house nutritionists will create a nutritional program to ensure maximum performance of your operation. Stop by 1250 West Washington Street, Pittsfield, or call 217-285-5656.
Well, it's a 14-0 Pittsfield advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 9:02 to play in the 3rd. Sakis have scored on 2 62-yard runs on their first 2 drives of the second half. Pike County Concrete, if you need concrete for your next job or project, give the Dunhams and their team a call. At Pike County Concrete, they've got locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville to better serve you. 217-285-5548. Petty's got it teed up for the Sakis. Ready to roll here. It's a little more upright. And he will put his boot into this one, headed toward the right sideline. It takes a bounce. It's going to stay in bounds. The man touches it around the 8, trying for the middle of the field, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks.
About the
at
10.
The 9.
9.
Receiving that kick was Oshwald, it looked like, and he's taken down. They're going to call him just shy of the, they're going to put him at the 10. And that's where we'll mark it as well. 1st and 10 from their own 10 for New Berlin with 8:51 to play in the 3rd.
Charlie, the Sakis look like they're a little more awake after a couple of 62-yard runs.
It's funny what positive momentum can do for you. Still a lot of game left, though. 8:51 to play in the 3rd. Hermes comes out with Williams standing to his right in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left and a single man to the right. Get to keep it on the ground here. Hermes will put a man in motion right to left, and
Only some of the line moved.
they forgot to snap the ball. That'll move it back 5 yards and bring up a 1st and 15 from the 5 now.
The entire right side of the line went to pull out, and
yeah, they were going to run a jet sweep that time, and it just
the center didn't get the memo there.
That jet sweep was not cleared for takeoff.
Wow, that was terrible.
Hermes is in the shotgun, stands back in his own end zone here. Dangerous spot to be. He fumbles the snap. The ball is loose. It is picked up, and the Sakis think they have it. If they do, it's a touchdown, and they're in. They're in for a score.
We'll see who has the ball.
Who's coming up off the bottom of that pile with that football? And
I'm hoping for a lineman.
it is. Yeah, I still can't tell. Maybe Bobby Stout?
No one was celebrating enough. I'm not sure.
Jessica tells us it's what number? Number 6, Connor Allen is what she says.
We're going to give it to Connor Allen.
So the Sakis with this fumble that hit off the lineman's helmet, they picked up and just fell down in the end zone, and they score a touchdown to make it 20-0 in the blink of an eye. The hold is down, the kick is up. Petty's kick is high enough, and it's deep enough, and it's good. 21-0. The Sakis have the advantage. 8:45 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs. And we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
Well, the Sakis get a defensive score that time around, then a fumble recovery in the end zone, and the extra point was good to make it 21-0. 8:45 to play in the third. What a start to the third quarter for Pittsfield. Petty's kick now is a line drive, going to be right at the man who got it last time, in Oswald. He's across the 15, looking for running room around the 20. Has
it's a hold. That's a hold.
John told you, though, it's a hold. Ooh, Oswald just absolutely trucks, man. He ran right over the top of J.J. Petty, and J.J. Petty says, anybody get the license plate on that? Woo, he got lit up. There's a holding back at the 22, and that'll move it back down to the 12.
When the man tries to break away to make the tackle and he immediately gets pulled back into his blocker, that's a hold.
8:34 to play in the third. It'll be 1st and 10 for New Berlin at their own 12-yard line following the hold on the return.
And that'll move it back to the 12, as Charlie told you. They're still walking.
Yeah, it's at the 12.
Okay.
So the Pretzels were backed up against their own end zone the last time. And it resulted in a score for Pittsfield as the ball got fumbled on the quarterback-running back exchange. Hermes is in the shotgun, trips right, a single receiver to the left from his own 12, 1st and 10. He will put a man in motion out to the right-hand side. That's Oswald. Tried to throw it to him there. He catches it, but he's taken down immediately for a loss. Nope, they're going to say an incomplete pass. So they separated him from the football. And so that'll be a 2nd and 10, but a big hit there again, John.
It was, and again, the Sakis say, hey, we want to start games like this.
Yeah, they needed to have something go differently than it did in the first half. It was just a back and forth battle wearing holes on the field, but nobody getting across the goal line. 8:25 to play in the third. And it's 21-0 Pittsfield. They've scored all 3 touchdowns here in the third.
In 3 minutes and 35 seconds.
Hermes is in the shotgun. He is going to keep the ball himself, looking for running room up the middle. And he's running hard, is Hermes.
They got to blow it dead.
And he's taken down up near the 19-yard line. And that's a pickup on the play of 7 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 3.
I thought he was stopped, and then
he kept running.
He kept running. They shoved the pile forward, and the entire Saki defense ended up laying in the middle of that pile.
Hermes is 5'11", 170 pounds, but kept the legs churning that time to move the ball. And set his team up with a 3rd and 3 here. Trips right, single receiver left. Hermes in the pistol. He's patient at the line. Takes the snap, back to pass, looking on a quick slant, was looking for Howell. It's an incomplete pass. And New Berlin asking for pass interference, but the referee says not today. And it'll be an incomplete pass, 4th and 3 in their own territory at the 19, and you would think a punting situation here for the Pretzels.
Receiver got hit as the ball got there, but just kind of got split in two as 2 defenders got there at the same time.
7:28 to play in the third. And you might see a fake here, I think. Sakis thinks so too. Now they send Ballinger back late. Bixby will punt from his own 6. He will put his foot into this one. It's a good kick. It's going to go over Ballinger's head.
Did he touch that?
No. Nope.
It was very close to him.
And the Sakis will get it 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Called the 47, in fact, for Pittsfield. Good field position with 7:18 to play in the third.
This is their best field position of the night.
Moose Lodge 420. Hey, check them out for their Friday meals. It's new specials each week at Moose Lodge 420. The drinks are cold and the food is hot at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Of course, except for when they're serving meals that are supposed to be cold, then they're not hot.
What about when they're serving drinks that are supposed to be hot?
You get it. The Sakis will pitch it outside. They're looking for Laney Elliott. That looked like a hold, but not called. The Elliott's got a
fumble
now right at the end. They're going to say got it popped out. It's going to be a turnover. And a quick turnover for the Sakis as New Berlin will cover at the 32. So Elliott got up to the New Berlin 40. A gain of 13 yards, and then it was popped out. So a quick turnover, and the Pretzels with it right back with 7:09 to play in the third. So the second turnover of the night for the Sakis on a fumble on that exact same play.
It looked better than the first time, but still didn't
Can I tell you something,
turn out
John?
well. What?
If you fumble the ball at the line of scrimmage or fumble it on the field, it's like saying I look better than you. It's not really that big of an accomplishment.
Wow.
7:09 to play in the third. 21-0 advantage for Pittsfield on the Trash Queen scoreboard. New Berlin trying to break the huddle, and they think they don't have enough men, and they don't. They only have 10. And they'll have to call a timeout. 7:09 to play in the third. 21-0 is the advantage for Pittsfield on top of the Pretzels. Back after this.
Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
7:09 to play in the third. 21-0 is the Pittsfield advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. New Berlin will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line, following a fumble and a turnover by the Sakis. The Pretzels then had to call a timeout as they didn't have the right personnel on the field. They're ready to roll here. Quarterback Hermes is in the shotgun. He's looking for running room, and there's not much there. He's going to get hit and taken down at the 30. A loss of 2. Going to bring up a 2nd and 12 from their own 30-yard line for New Berlin.
Looked like Hermes was going to try to hand it off there, pulled it out instead, and I'm not so sure he wouldn't have been better off to hand it off.
.642 and counting in this third period. And now we're going to get another timeout taken by New Berlin, as again they don't have the right number of men on the field. How does that happen twice?
They had a lineman come off and nobody came on.
I'll be darned. Timeout for the Pretzels. They're down to 1 left in the contest. 6:36 to play in the third. Back after this.
Sales 439 North 3rd and Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutosalesQuincy.com or call Tony the truck guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales 439 North 3rd and Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Ready to go after the Pretzel timeout. 2nd and 12 from their own 30-yard line. Hermes is back to pass. Going to throw it deep downfield, and it's going to be intercepted by the Sakis. Sakis had 2 men right there with an opportunity for it, and coming away with the pick for Pittsfield is, I think that's Devon Salter. No, this is, Devon Salter on the pick. So Salter with the interception, and the Sakis will take back over now at their own 46 with 6:28 to play in the third. So the two teams trade the turnovers there. And 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. As Hermes kind of threw it up for grabs, and Salter grabbed it.
There were 4 guys, 2 from each team there, but the Saki players were in front of the ball, and it was thrown a little behind.
McAllister going to get the read, keep it himself. He is taken out inside Pretzel territory near the 47-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play to bring up a 2nd and 2. Oh, man, they gave him a short spot there. John called a gain of 6. I say the knee was down, huh?
I guess.
They're at the 48-yard line.
I thought McAllister was taller than that.
I formation. McAllister under center. Hands it off to the first back. That's Anderson. Anderson fighting for yardage. New Berlin fighting to strip the ball. And Anderson's got the first down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 and a Saki first down.
Anderson with 28 yards on 4 carries.
Fresh set of downs with 5:45 and count into the third period. 21-0 is the advantage for the Sakis on the Trash Queen scoreboard. If you're just joining us, it was scoreless at the half. Pittsfield scored twice on the offensive side and also got a defensive touchdown in this third quarter. I formation again. McAllister under center. He fumbles the snap. Now it's loose, and I think he fell on it. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 on the 44. Sakis have tried a little different way to get plays in tonight. Zach Ferguson is calling the plays, but it's through Noah Mendenhall, who's actually shouting it out on the field. Here's a handoff up the middle. This is Yelliot. Takes it down near the 38-yard line, a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Yelliot with 112 yards on 10 carries now.
So 3rd and 5 from the 38-yard line. Farrago comes off the field as Bobby Stout's back on. 4 down territory here, 3rd and a long 5 from the 39-yard line. They will hand it off to Elliott, running up the gut. He stretches out, looks like he's got the first down near the 31-yard line, and he does. So a gain of 8 on the play, needed 5, and another Saukey first down. And now a whistle.
They were just trying to get the clock going.
All right. Yeah, I heard the referee when I was up here earlier. Clock man said, anything you want me to know? Yeah, keep the clock running. This guy's got dinner plans, baby. 2 receivers to the right.
Wants to see if he can beat the crowd to McDonald's.
He said, you don't like it? There's not a lot of us left, so I have the microphone. You listen to every darn word I have to say.
Gosh darned word even.
That's right. Play clock ticking down to 5 now as McAllister's in the shotgun. He takes the snap, trying to throw the quick hitter to Bobby Stout on the right side. Palmer trying to get a block out in front. Stout spins forward inside the 30. Down to the 28-yard line. A flag on the far side of the field, though. And what do we have here at the 30?
Hard to know what that could be. It's a long way.
It's a hold against the Saukeys on the other side of the field. So that'll move it back to the 40-yard line from where the hold was, and it'll be 1st and 19. So 1st and 19 from the 40-yard line with the hold.
That flag was almost as far away from the play as it could get.
He was almost on the baseball field. Hopefully his
parents were watching him.
You knew. 3:25 to play in the 3rd.
I don't know. He appears like he's out of 5th grade.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side. McAllister stands about 6 yards deep at his own 40. Check that at the Berlin 45. They put Stout in motion right to left. Not particularly too much of a hurry. They'll throw it out to him now. Stout looking for the corner. He has got the edge. Now he's drugged down out of bounds. And he's near the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. So 2nd and 14 from the 35-yard line here for the Saukeys. Man went out of bounds. They'll keep the clock moving. Dinner plans again. They're just trying to figure that out.
They didn't tell him to stop it, and he wound it. So let's go.
I'm not blaming the clock, man.
It's 21-0. This guy says, hey, we're getting out of here now.
McAllister going to throw a little screen pass. That's J.J. Petty, I believe, looking for running room, and he runs backwards. Then falls forward. And is going to be taken down near the original line of scrimmage at around the 32. Gain of 3.
It was Petty.
And it's 3rd and 11. 3rd down and 11 yards to go from the 32-yard line.
Allen out. Or Allen in his Farrago out, sorry.
I think they might run here then if they're bringing Allen in. More of a little power set here. 7 seconds on the play clock. McAllister's in the shotgun. 2 men wide to the right. Scans the defense. Got to go here. Gets the snap. He will hand it off to the running back. That is Anderson. Anderson fighting for yardage. He's very close to the first down. Going to be about a yard short.
Give him 10 to the 11.
Down to the 23-yard line. Yep. And it's going to bring up a 4th and a yard.
It's a 4th and a yard in 4 down territory.
4th and 1 from the 23.
It's a long one. Almost
Maybe
2. Yeah.
4th and 2 from the 23. 1:09 and count in the 3rd. Saukeys look to the sideline for the play call. They've got the I formation behind the quarterback, McAllister. We've seen him keep it on this kind of play, too. McAllister wipes the perspiration off his hands. He keeps it up the gut. He's got the first down. As they push the pile forward inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Gain 4 and a 1st and 10.
Just throwing out, Charlie, in the first half of play, that 4-yard gain would have been like the 4th largest of the first half.
Yep, there wasn't much offense in the first half.
And then 21 points in 3.5 minutes.
Nothing since.
And then nothing.
Still a lot of time left in this game. I formation. Under center is McAllister. He'll hand it off to the deep back. That's Elliott. He's hit now. Penalty flag flies in the area of holding.
Holding or face mask, you'd think.
Referee says it's a hold. Back at the 3-yard line.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty.
And it'll be 1st and 24, I believe.
Does the penalty really stop the clock?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go.
1st and 24. Now they get the ball set, and they'll be ready to go.
I'm hoping we had a lineman come on.
I don't think the
We had a lineman come off, so.
Yeah, they're not going to run a play here.
Yeah.
10 seconds on the clock. They're going to go into the 4th quarter with a 21-0 advantage over New Berlin. Sakis will have it 1st and, 24 to go. Not ideal, but at least it's on a 1st down. We'll have that for you to start the 4th quarter when we come back.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Ready to start the 4th quarter. 21-0 Pittsfield has the advantage over New Berlin on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Sakis have the ball 1st and they're at the 32.
Wait a minute.
That's not right.
The chains are not set right.
Yeah, I mean the ball was at the 32, but they don't have the chains in the right spot.
They got to reset the chains because they're totally not in the right spot. And obviously that far side judge did not help them move that. Or if he did a really bad job.
Chains still aren't in the right spot.
No, they need to move back 10 yards, I believe, don't they?
No, they're going that way. Where the heck are they going? Guys.
The chains are...
They got to flip sides here.
The chains are moving the wrong way here.
They move the chains. New Berlin's coach is like, okay, listen to me. Here's what we got. We're headed to the east now, young man. Head east. They said move the chains. The chain guys are like, we were trying to tell you that, but you were really insistent.
You told us to go that way, so we went that way 10 yards like you told us.
This dude's got an Applebee's to attack after this, and he's all confused. He's looking for those
riblets, huh?
Riblets, the coleslaw. He's ready to go. Hey! You got the chains in the right spot.
Well, it's still not, though, because it should be...
Well, it should be like
first and 24. And right now it's like 1st and 14.
Yeah, 1st and 15.
They need to move 10 more yards down, don't they?
Yeah, the front man should be at the 9.
Yeah, and right now he's there. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there.
He's at the 12. He's at the 10. He's at the 9, and now they're ready to go. Hey, they got it.
Ish.
All right, here we go. Back to passes. McAllister, pump fake, steps up into pressure, looking deep, looking for Petty. Down the field, he leaps, and he has it for the score. J.J. Petty with the acrobatic catch. And it's a 32-yard touchdown strike on the first play of the 4th quarter to make it the Sakis 27, New Berlin nothing. Little one-on-one action there, and Petty went and got it over the top of Mason Oshwald, the 6-foot senior. Good battle down there, but Petty comes out the better, and the Sakis have a 27-0 lead. Petty now will be on to kick the extra point attempt here. Sakis started out the 4th quarter about as explosive as they started out the 3rd. Petty on for the extra point attempt here after the big reception.
Oh, a terrible snap.
Bad snap. Petty will pick it up, and he's just going to launch it toward the end zone, and they got it! They got it!
Who got that?
J.J. Petty picked up the ball, flung it like he was throwing a sack of potatoes over
That's
his shoulder.
Connor Allen.
And Connor Allen caught it. I don't believe it. You talk about a broken play. Paul Petty says that's in the playbook next week, Zach. I told you if he ran that one. The old fumble, chuck it up and say a prayer. 11:51 to play in the contest. 29-0. Socky's back after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
They say you can't make chicken salad out of something else that comes out of a chicken, John, but J.J. Petty says,
Eggs?
Yeah, out of eggs. Can't make chicken salad out of eggs. That's what I meant. But J.J. Petty proved him wrong there. It was a bad snap. He just picked it up, and I kid you not, just flung the ball up toward the end zone like, what bad could happen here? And Connor Allen
it was more like, I don't really want to get hit that bad right now, and that's what's going to happen.
Like manna from the heavens, Connor Allen has the ball drop into his hands for the 2-point try.
And Connor Allen has a touchdown and now a 2-point conversion.
And Petty will kick this one off. The man will go back to his own 5 and pick it up here. This is Howell looking for some running room, trying to get to the wide side of the field. He is drugged down near the 13-yard line, and that's where the Pretzels will start 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from their own 13 with 11:42 to play. Ethan Thompson in on the stop for the Sockies, the junior.
As weird as this game has been, it wouldn't surprise me if all of a sudden we have Meisman back in the game. We don't, but it wouldn't stun me.
It's
Hermes.
Meisman has to be hurt.
I'm assuming so. I haven't been able to find him over there, but
Yeah, the second time in a row that's happened when he's been here. It's just unfortunate.
after a big long run.
Trips right. Hermes is in the shotgun. He's rolling out to his right, keeping his eyes downfield, throws it there. It is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Clark Nelson. Nelson's a 6-foot freshman and couldn't bring it in. Leonard on the pass breakup. Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Leonard hit the man as he was bringing it in and just hit him hard enough to knock it away.
LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. For all of your trucking and hauling needs, see the Dunhams and their professional team, 217-285-2808. Clock stops with the incompletion, 11:34 to play. 29-0 is the Socky advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. They scored all the points here in the third. Now New Berlin a little late breaking the huddle. Trips right, single man to the left. Hermes calls the line set, going to have to go with 1 on the play clock. He's back to pass. Steps up now as pressured. It's going to be taken down. Taken out at the 6. And it's Anderson in on the stop. A loss on the play of 6, and it's 3rd and 16. Tracer Mowen, they said, was in on there, evidently.
Well, there you go.
3rd and 16 for the Pretzels with just over 11 minutes to play. And they'll go with trips to the left. Body language isn't very good for New Berlin right now either. A lot of walking out of the huddle. I understand things aren't going well, but just not a lot of good, positive juju coming out. Hermes is back to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He is looking for the sideline. He's out of bounds at the 16. So he gains up to the 16-yard line, a gain of 10. And it's 4th and a long 6. 10-yard gain, 4th and 6 from the 16.
Hermes is out, so there you are, punting.
Well, at least they have the punt team on. As Bixby will be in there as the punter. He'll have his heels at his own 4. Gets a high snap, comes down at puts his foot into this one, end over end kick, headed toward the sideline, and it'll go out of bounds right at the 40, and that's where the Sockies will have it 1st and 10 at the New Berlin 40-yard line. Waters Concrete, it's Tim Waters, folks. He offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete. Let them serve you. 309-252-1052. 10:32 to play. 29-0 the advantage for the Sockies. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the New Berlin 40. Trying for another scoring drive here. Two receivers to the left, a single man to the right-hand side as McAllister's in the shotgun. A lot of men up near the line of scrimmage. They'll hand the ball off to Lane Elliott. He'll get back near the line, down to the 39, a gain of a yard. Brings up a 2nd and 9.
I thought in the last set of plays they had an awful lot of men in the box.
Sockies had an extra lineman on for that play. And now Mason Davis comes out of the game. Who's playing that other guard? Looks like
it's hard for me to tell.
Shotgun for McAllister here. He takes the snap. Now the ball's fumbled. Elliott trying to pick it up, and he does get on it, but all the way back at the 50. So he's going to get a big loss here. They'll mark him down at the 48. That's a loss of 9 on the play, and it brings up a 3rd and 18. So 3rd and 18 from the 48-yard line.
Elliott says, hey, let's not do that again. I kind of got tackled awkwardly that time.
Still 18 seconds on the play clock. Lucky's trying to see what the formation needs to be here. Trips left. Anderson's in at the halfback spot. McAllister's in the shotgun.
6-5.
Petty is the receiver all the way here. Let's see if they want to go to him again. Nope, they're going to set up a little bubble. Nope, they're going to fake the bubble, throw it downfield. It's picked off. Picked off by Hermes. He's got some blockers in front of him here. Now he gets across toward the wide side of the field, and he may take this one all the way. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he goes. Goes for the score. Hermes takes it back, but there's a penalty flag all the way back at the 41.
Yeah.
And the flag here all the way back at the 41-yard line.
Where it is, it almost has to be a hold after the
interception,
doesn't it?
And the New Berlin coaches, somebody's over there is livid. $8:52 to play, and it looks like this one's coming back. Penalty flag lays at the 41, and the referee is it's coming back.
He's going to walk all the way back to the flag. He's going to set the ball down, and then he's going to call the penalty.
With bated breath, personal foul, tripping against New Berlin. So that moves it back to the 26-yard line. That's where the Pretzels will start 1st and 10 following the interception. So it takes the touchdown off the board.
And makes Hermes' interception return a couple yards. He didn't need the trip, I don't think.
He had the corner.
He had the corner, and he was going, and he was gaining on the man running behind him as he went.
Now there's guys in and out.
They were very confused about whether they had the ball or not, it looks like.
Yeah. Now the referees get together, and they're talking to New Berlin's coach over there.
He was not very happy with that call. The chains are not set.
They're trying to get him there.
You can't go yet. The chains aren't set.
Now they've got him set. Trips right, single man on the left-hand side. Hermes, nope, that's another quarterback in the game. They'll throw the ball out to, on the pass that time was Lucas Bixby. On the reception was Noah Lyons, wearing 34. He takes it out to the 30-yard line.
So who was the quarterback?
Bixby, number 18. So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 30. So he's the 3rd quarterback of the night that we've seen out there, and Hermes probably was still trying to catch his breath after that long run back. They'll come out again with Bixby in the backfield. 2 receivers to either side, 8:07 and counting in the contest. Bixby takes the snap. He's going to try to run it himself. Big, tall young man. He's going to drag some guys with him. He might have the first down. Bixby doesn't appear to be as fleet of foot as what we've seen. He gets the first down. They'll gain a 7. The Sockies will bring the...
It's the first down of the second half for New Berlin.
Sockies had some other players in there. And now they bring the starting defense back in. There's still 7:40 left in this game. 2 receivers to either side. Bixby is in the shotgun. The sophomore, 6'4", 185 pounds. He is back to pass. The left-hander looking for somebody downfield. Now he steps up and is taken down after a gain out to the 42-yard line.
Give him, what, about 4?
Give him a
5?
5-yard pickup. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Stout on the stop.
Stout and Bixby were kind of tangled up there. They both had to struggle to get up.
Just over 7 minutes to play. Bowlers Universe say they're the place to be, folks. Open till midnight tonight. Open tomorrow 4 to midnight. Check out the craft beers, the burgers and fries, the specialty pizzas. It's a lot of fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Trip set to the right, a single man to the left-hand side. Bixby's in the shotgun. He is back to pass. The left-hander has pressure from the blind side. He throws incomplete. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 now.
Sockies had him in coming around and got a lot of pressure on him, brought him down as he was getting rid of it.
Almost a late hit.
It was very nearly a late hit. The referee stood and watched it the whole way and did not throw the flag. Because we know he's got an Applebee's date later. So
Sockies are switching men in and out, and some guys aren't in a hurry when they're coming in and out. Bixby's rolling out to his left, looking downfield, throws, and finds his man near the sideline. Howell on the catch. He is in Socky territory to the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 on the play, and a 1st and 10 for New Berlin at the 48. Stops the clock with the completion.
Tracer Mallon was being held badly, and he knocked a couple guys down on the way trying to get away from him.
6:33 to play. Clock stopped as the man went out of bounds. 29-0 is the Socky advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Ball is fumbled now as Bixby went back, and the ball slipped out of his grasp. Back to the 49, a loss of 3. This will bring up a 2nd down and 13. Here's on 49. Six minutes, 13 seconds, and the clock rolling here. 3 receivers split wide to the right, a single man and Howell to the left. Bixby's in at quarterback. 3rd guy we've seen play back there tonight. He's rolling out to his right.
He's got a blindside man coming around.
And he is hit as he throws. Incomplete pass downfield. Intended receiver there was Noah Lyons.
He felt him coming at the end. That was Lane Elliott coming around. And
lucky that he did, because that man was coming right at his blind side.
Yeah.
A left-handed quarterback rolling out to his right. And incompletion will pause the clock momentarily with 5:52 to play.
The offense may not have been designed for a left-handed quarterback right now.
Oh, I don't know. He's called more plays where he rolls to his left.
That's true.
Trips left, single man to the right-hand side is Lyons. Bixby barks out the signals. He's back to pass, rolling to the left. Has some time, throws downfield, and it's intercepted. Socky's man had a knee touch the ground there. And intercepting this one for the Sockies is Jeremiah Jackson again, his 2nd interception of the night. So Jeremiah Jackson with his 2nd INT, and now the Sockies have a man down on the opposite side of the field trying to get up, maybe just a leg cramp. It is humid, more so than it has been.
The ball is on where? The Socky 40?
Yeah. following the interception.
Where did New Berlin start with the ball in their last set of plays, Charlie?
They were back at the 26.
Thank you.
So with 5:42 to play, the Sockies will have it first and 10 at their own 40. They're walking Nate Anderson off the field. Kind of ginger on that one ankle, it appears. Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. Find out more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. We'll get the trainer to take a look at him, and the Sockies will have it first and 10 from their own 40. McAllister brings the play in from the sideline. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side. Elliott is the single back to his right. He now has the snap go between his legs and has to fall back on it near the 28-yard line. It's a loss of 12, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 22.
Almost looked like the snap came before he thought it was going to.
Nah, it just went right through his hands. This is not the cleanest play we've seen from Weston McAllister. He's usually about as solid as they come when it comes to taking care of the football. Everybody has a little bit of an off night, and his off night, to a point, has his team leading 29-0 with 5 minutes to play. So
he's 8 of 13 for 81 yards and an interception.
He'll now keep the ball running to the right-hand side. Going to take it up across the 40, down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 14 yards. Should be 3rd and 8 from the 42. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in this game. 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Sockies lead 29-0.
I would think they'd keep it on the ground here.
Yeah, keep the clock a-rolling.
Now we'll have a whistle, and a guy's going to come off the field. That's Howell. He's injured, it appears. He's kind of limping off the field.
That'll reset the play clock. The referee says raise the roof. I think that also means reset the play clock. I'm not sure.
The roof. Yeah. The roof is on.
I mean,
4:17 now they start the clock.
Sockies could let a lot of time roll off here if they decided to hang out for a minute.
Yeah,
about 30 seconds.
I think they know that, man. It's a bad spot to be in as a lineman, though. They're down on that stance already.
Some of them are. The tackles are not down in stances right now, are they?
Look on this side, isn't he? He's in a 2-point.
He said, I'm not doing that.
McAllister going to pitch it outside. Ball carrier appears to be Lane Elliott. He'll take it up near the 47-yard line.
Gained about...
The Sockies will bring on the punt team.
What, about 5 there?
Gain of 5, yep. It's 4th and 3. And with 3:35 and counting, the Sockies will have the punt team on the field. Petty will be back at his own 35, it appears. And back to receive the kick. I can't get the number of the man for New Berlin. Petty will take the snap. He's going to punt this one away right down the middle of the field. The man will come up and try to catch it. Now he drops it.
Number 10.
Breaks a tackle. That's Flynn Tierney. And he'll be taken down near the 35-yard line. That's where New Berlin will have it first and 10 at their own 35. Waters Concrete reminds you, if you're looking for something with concrete, new builds, driveways, decorative patios, whatever it may be, it's Waters Concrete. Call Tim Waters and Company at 309-252-1052.
Bixby in there for quarterback once again for New Berlin now.
Meisman started. We saw Hermes for a while, and now Bixby.
And Meisman's second to last play was a 58-yard run up the middle. Came in for one more play on a 4th down play and has not been back.
Bixby's back to pass. He avoids the rush in the backfield, keeps his eyes downfield, throws it deep down there and just out of the reach of his intended receiver in Flynn Tierney. That'll stop the clock. He was
That's
dead to rights back there, and he escaped.
That's impressive for a sophomore, though, because he was able to find receivers after and make a throw that was almost caught.
Yeah, he kept his eyes downfield for sure. New Berlin just doesn't have the same kind of athletes on the outside as what they usually have. You know what I mean? I think Tierney's one of those kids where they just don't have a lot else out there. Guys who are able to get free in space.
Like they had a few years ago when they were
create.
competing for the conference,
Yeah. Speed kills, man. Bixby's back to pass. He's got pressure. Bobby Stout hits him, but he again escapes the rush. Now he's trying to get outside. Ooh, nice block down the field, but they're going to call a blindside block. Then the ball comes loose. Saki's have recovered, but they're out of bounds.
I was going to say, I believe they have recovered out of bounds, but we'll have to wait and see what the man says.
Yeah,
he hasn't.
They're fully out of bounds here. Plus, you're going to get a blindside block of the 34, so let's just wait a second.
The referee's going to say, what do we have here? Okay. We got a lot of things.
They're going to watch the tape, and they're going to say that...
going to go in under the hood there, and they're going to say, what do you want to do? Do you want to take the penalty?
Yeah.
Sakis are going to say, yes, we want to take the penalty.
So that'll be back to the 26, 27-yard line, it looks like.
10-yard penalty. The 60 yards and penalties on 8 called penalties tonight. Sakis have been called for 5 for 45.
So
Sakis have not been called for as many penalties in the rest of the season as they were at Riverton.
I think it's 2nd and 18.
Yeah, it looks about like that.
2 minutes, 33 seconds left in the game. Bixby in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. He is back to pass. A little bit of a high snap. Comes down with it. Now steps up. Is hit as he throws, and it's an incomplete pass. Pressuring him that time was Palmer.
Bixby, the 6'4", 185-pound quarterback, he needed all 6'4" of that to get that snap that time, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a little high.
I knew he looked taller than everyone else, so I had to look and see how tall he was. He looks like a promising young man, though. Sure, we'll get to see him play on Monday night.
Yeah, I'd say so. 2:18 left in this one. 3rd and 18. Bixby barks out the signals. He's back to pass. He pump fakes. Now he throws it deep downfield, and it's over the head of Lyons. That'll stop the clock. And with 4th down and 18 yards to go, 2:09 left, and Berlin will bring the punting team on. Saki student section out in good numbers tonight. And a lot of them have hung around here. Saki scored 21 points in the first, 3.5 minutes of the half?
3 minutes and 25 seconds or something like that at the half. Have scored one more time and got a 2-point conversion somehow.
Bixby boots this one. Ballinger goes back, and now it takes a bad bounce. He'll get
Ballinger
away.
says, I don't really want it now, actually.
Yeah, it's all the way down to the 20, so a good pump by Bixby. And now a penalty flag down here at the 39. Kind of R.J. Allred we see come up a little lame coming off the field. And what will we have? The referees look at one another. They say,
let's wave off the flag and just leave it where it is.
What are they doing? It's not going to come back to that spot, fellas.
I heard...
It's a personal foul against New Berlin.
Well, it's not going to be a spot foul.
Yeah, it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
So 15 yards added on to the end of the round, and the Sakis will have it at the 35. 1st and 10. And they can have a timeout taken by Pittsfield as they're trying to get a second group of offense on the field. 1:58 left, 29-0, the advantage for the Sakis. We're back with you following this timeout.
Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River, and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
1:58 left. Sakis will have the second team offense in here.
Kelvin Moore at running back. Javen Petty at quarterback.
He's in the shotgun. It's a high snap. It's going to get pummeled back there at 26. Now we see a penalty flag fly here late from the far side. So he lost down to the 26. It's a loss of 9. And then we're going to see a personal foul called against the Sakis.
That's not very good. It's going to be 60 yards and penalties on 6 called penalties against Pittsfield. They can have the ball there. They can have the ball 15 yards further back. Like, I've wondered sometimes, why do they even have to ask the captains for things like that? Because it was a dead ball foul too, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be second down either way.
Second and 43 miles here.
It's not quite 50, I don't think.
They're waiting for the box to get set. And the guy says, gosh dang, it's a long way to go.
20. It's a 33, 32, 33, yeah. The board and I agree, so
We've got to
we'll go
get
with
to the
33.
45, and they're at the 13.
The referees are huddled now. I'm not sure what we're talking about. There's a minute and 45 to go in a 29-0 game. Sakis are leading over New Berlin, Franklin, Waverly. Oh, and now the referee says wind the clock.
Petty takes the snap. I'll hand it off to Moore. Takes it to the 12-yard line. A loss of 1 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 33. So 3rd and 33 with a minute 25 left. Sakis are going to improve to 3-3 on the season with the victory here. New Berlin's going to fall to 1-5. 3 wins, the most since the fall of 2013 for the Sakis, and they've still got 3 games left. They'll run the ball up the middle with Javen Petty, I believe.
There was a big bunch of people in the middle there. He's going to gain a couple.
He gains 3, does J.J. Petty, and they'll have to punt it away, I believe, here one last time.
That was Javen Petty, of course. That's the man. No, he's already set the ball. Just saying, unless he wants to hold it for a little bit and not set it.
I think the Sakis will just take a timeout here. Run it down, take the timeout.
They've got one left. Might as well. New Berlin has one left. They could take it for them, too. I mean,
Sakis call the timeout with 14.3 seconds left, leading 29-0.
Griffin's Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin's Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin's Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470. It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Socky's punted away as they come back to live action here. Punts it out of bounds and
at the 35-4.
And I believe New Berlin will come out and just kneel this one down, I would think.
It's going to be their best field position of the night at the Pittsfield 34.
See Skylar Harvey on the defensive side now. Skylar's a sophomore. Fresh Sop team will be in action on Monday at New Berlin at 6 o'clock. New Berlin coming to the line like they're going to try to run a play here.
Okay.
Bixby in the shotgun. He will hand the ball off to Williams. Williams will take it down to the 30 before he stopped, a gain of 4. And that'll be the final play of the game. And the final score in this one, a 29-0 win for the Pittsfield Sockies. They move to 3-3. New Berlin falls to 1-5 on the season. And we take you to the post-game show. It's presented by Illini Community Hospital, where since 1942, Illini Community Hospital has
Street in Pittsfield.
Where do you go before the game, during the game, or after the game? It's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. They invite you to stop by after the game tonight. They'll have a limited menu of food for 30 minutes after the game. Join them on Mondays 4 to 11, kitchen open till 9. Closed Tuesdays. Wednesdays they feature smoked meat. Try the wings, the best around. For a cold drink and great food, it's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point on the south side of the track. Stop by before the game, during the game, or after the game at Jersey's in Camp Point.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. With our many locally owned businesses, great variety of restaurants, historic sites, and recreational opportunities, there's truly something for everyone. While visiting, make sure to check out Lake Pittsfield for great fishing, boating, and camping opportunities, and check out the Disc Golf Course. Mayor Gary Mendenhall and the citizens of Pittsfield are excited to see you on your next visit to Pittsfield, Illinois.
TJ's Truck Service is proud to serve the area with a complete truck hauling service. They offer grain, rock, fertilizer, seed, and liquid fertilizer hauling for you. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated would like to wish the Panthers a safe and successful season and recognize the senior boys and coaching staff for their leadership and hard work. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated for the long haul and the short one too, 217-617-6667. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of the time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. For all your investment needs, call Derek Harris at 217-222-7173 or stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Welcome back on the postgame show presented by Illini Community Hospital. Final on this one, a 29-0 win for the Pittsfield Sockies over the New Berlin Pretzels. Sockies back to 500 at 3-3 on the year. New Berlin drops to 1-5. And John, it took the Sockies a while, but they got going there early in the second half. We kind of came out and shell-shocked the Pretzels a little bit, scoring 21 points in the course of about 3 minutes or so. And
3 minutes.
Added one more later and wins this game 29-0.
Scored the third of the third quarter at the 8:45 mark, so 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. And as you said, win 29-0. So First for the New Berlin Pretzels, they finished the game with 7 first downs to Pittsfield's 10. Their leading rusher was quarterback number 1, Joey Meisman, 74 yards on 6 carries. Those were all in the first quarter and a little more. 17 yards on 5 carries for Troy Williams, negative 4 yards on 3 carries for Mason Oshwald, negative 1 yard on 3 carries for Kevin Howell. Ben Hermas had 14 yards on 10 carries, and Lucas Bixby, the final quarterback, had 9 yards on 3 carries for 109 total rushing yards. The quarterbacks on the night, Joey Meisman was 2 of 6 passing for 63 yards and an interception. Ben Hermas was 1 for 7 for 6 yards and an interception. Lucas Bixby was 2 for 8 for 14 yards and an interception, to total out to 83 passing yards. Those passes were completed to Kevin Howell, 10 yards on 1 catch. Flynn Thierry, 45 yards on 1 reception, 24 yards on 2 catches for Matt Crow, and 4 yards on 1 catch for Noah Lyons. So 109 rushing yards, 83 passing yards, 192 total yards of offense for New Berlin. They only had 41 yards of offense in the second half. For the Pittsfield Sockies, finished the game with 10 first downs, 117 yards on 14 carries for Lane Elliott to be the leading rusher on the evening, 37 yards on 5 carries for Nate Anderson before getting injured, 62 yards on 1 carry for a touchdown for Mason Farrago, 8 yards on 7 carries for Weston McAllister, the quarterback, negative 4 yards on 1 carry for Bobby Stout, negative 6 yards on 2 carries for Javen Petty, and negative 1 yard on 1 carry for McKelvey Moore for 213 rushing yards. McAllister was 8 of 13 passing for 61.5% and an interception for 81 yards. Passes completed to J.J. Petty, 35 yards on 2 catches, 7 yards on 3 receptions for Mason Farrago, 12 yards on 2 catches for Bobby Stout, 27 yards on 1 catch for Lane Elliott. So 213 rushing yards, 81 passing yards, 294 total yards of offense for the Sockies in the ballgame.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. And, the time and dedication that our young athletes receive from their players, or from their teachers, coaches and mentors is very, very important. Patience, time, and encouragement is vital to their overall growth, and that's why Derek Harris is proud to be a sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And John has a look at your player of the game.
Lane Elliott on the night, 117 yards on 14 carries and a 27-yard reception to give him, 134 all-purpose yards on the evening.
Pretty good night. He's the player of the game. Final on this one, a 29-0 win for the Sockies over the Pretzels. Sockies are home next week against Athens.